The title of this text is Have You Ever? You can read the text to investigate different creatures by using the next button or the contents page. Click on the arrows to learn more. Click on the X to put things away. Have you ever seen a spider sitting near its web? Did you know? Some spiders use a web to catch food. Spiders don't stick to their webs because they have a covering of oil on their bodies. All spiders are predators, which means they hunt for their food. Spiders have 8 legs and a hairy body. Spider. Have you ever seen a bird sleeping in its bed? Did you know? Birds nest in bushes and trees, on the ground, on cliff ledges and near water. Not all birds build nests. Ostriches lay the largest eggs. Feathers keep birds warm, but in colder places, birds seek shelter. Bird. Have you ever watched a butterfly drinking from a flower? Did you know? Butterflies mostly drink nectar from flowers. Butterfly wings are covered with thousands of tiny, brightly coloured scales and are easily damaged. A butterfly will die if it can't fly. Most butterflies fly by day. Butterfly. Have you ever watched an ant working hour after hour? Did you know? Ants can keep working for 6 months, day and night without rest. Ants can carry things that are heavier than they are, but they work in teams to move very heavy loads. Ants live together in groups called colonies. Ant. Have you ever heard a cicada singing in the sun? Did you know? Cicadas usually only sing in the sun. Each kind has a different song. Cicadas don't actually sing. They buzz by moving their muscles. Only the male cicada buzzes. He does it to attract a female. The buzzing is very loud. Cicada. Have you ever heard a honeybee buzzing just for fun? Did you know? Honeybees talk to bees in their hive by vibrating their wings to make a buzzing noise. Honeybees buzz and dance to show where they have found nectar for food. When honeybees have collected nectar from flowers, they carry it home in a special honey stomach. Honeybee. Have you ever seen a ladybird and counted all its spots? Did you know? Different species of ladybird have different numbers of spots. The ladybird's bright colour and spots warn predators that it tastes awful. Under their spots, ladybirds have wings. Ladybirds eat hundreds of tiny insects. Ladybird. Have you ever seen a snail hiding underneath a pot? Did you know? A snail has feelers on its head, which it uses to find its way. A snail creeps along on one large foot, which pours out a sticky slime to help it move. Snails are slow. It takes them more than 2.5 hours to travel 30 metres. Snail. Have you ever watched a caterpillar chewing on a leaf? Did you know? Caterpillars spend most of their time eating. They are loud, fussy eaters. Caterpillars change into butterflies or moths. Caterpillars are slow-moving, so they have to protect themselves from their enemies. Some have bristles, and some use camouflage. caterpillar. Have you ever watched a cat and counted all its teeth? Did you know adult cats have 30 teeth? Cats use their teeth like scissors to rip food into smaller pieces. Cats also use their rough, spiky tongues to scrape meat off bones. Cats are nocturnal, which means they move about at night. Cat. Have you ever wriggled like a worm or crawled like a slug? Did you know earthworms and slugs move forward by shortening and then lengthening their bodies? You can move like an earthworm or a slug by lying on your front and curving and straightening your spine. Earthworms have short bristles all over their bodies that help them to move through soil. A slug is a kind of snail without a shell. Have you ever? Have you ever jumped like a grasshopper or scuttled like a bug? Did you know grasshoppers jump by folding up their long back legs, then quickly extending them? Grasshoppers can jump about 20 times their own length. You can scuttle like a bug by going on all fours, pointing your hands and feet outwards and waddling forward. Bug is a word for a creature that crawls. Have you ever? Go outside and try it. Go outside and play. Look around and you will find wonderful creatures every day. Can you find the creatures in the garden? Yes, that's a grasshopper. There's a bird in the tree. There's a spider in its web. Is that cicada singing? There's a busy ladybird. That snail's keeping cool. Look at that slug. That's a black ant hard at work. It's an earthworm. There's a red ant. There's a honeybee buzzing around. That's a butterfly. That's a caterpillar. Can you find the creatures in the garden? Glossary. Glossary. Camouflage. Colours or patterns that make a creature hard to see. Nectar. Sweet liquid given off by a plant. Nocturnal. Active at night rather than in the daytime. Predator. An animal that hunts another animal for food.